welcome to another episode of TalkYOSpitTV. I'm your host, Mario Harris, and today's episode is about the Tennessee Titans versus the Los Angeles Rams in Week 2. I know I probably look sad and whatnot. I'm not that sad. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But this is my second video of the night. I am kind of tired. I've been looking at this computer screen for hours and hours and hours, but hey, I know y'all be wanting these videos, so I got to give it to you, right? Anyway, man, yeah, week 2, man. Titans go on and well, no, they're at home playing the Los Angeles Rams. Man, they looking to bounce back from last week's loss against Denver, and they trying to start the season off with the win. We'll start the home opener off with the win here today. So let's get into it. Titans start off with the ball, man. They just like last week before. The Titans O line is still hurting. They got some players out. JC Latham's out, and some other another player. I can't think of his name right now. So Cam Ward starts off, man. He makes some couple good passes that could have been for a first down, but a penalty, of course, for the Titans. They have 5 yards against them, and it was from an ineligible receiver downfield. They got to bring it back, man. Then the next play, they get called for a false start. To start the game off with two penalties is not good, man. Titans, man. I should have looked this up. I still haven't looked this up, but I can bet that they have the most penalties already this season. Like already. Last season, I think they were in the top 5 of penalties, something like that. No, they was number 2 in penalties last season. So I'm sure they have the most already this season. So yeah, they started off with an ineligible receiver downfield, and then false start to bring them back. Now with 2nd and 15, and Cam gets sacked for less than 8 yards. Already 2 penalties, and the O line not holding up. Hey, what else can you expect from the Titans? 3rd and 23, Cam makes a pass to Aquanco for a 14-yard reception, but then Titans, they still have to punt as they didn't make enough for the first down. The Rams get the ball, and Matthew Stafford on the 2nd and 3. He makes a pass to Tyler Higbee for an 11-yard reception. Then the Rams cap the possession off with a 4th and 1 on Titans 45 and a handoff to Puka Nacuna. I can never say that my name right. Puka Nacuna, and he runs it in for a 45-yard touchdown. 7-0 Rams. Onto the second quarter, Titans have the ball, still down 7. Ward connects with Calvin Ridley for a 26-yard reception. A few plays later, Ward passes to Elick Ayomanor for an 8-yard reception and the first down. Cam gets sacked again, and Cam gets sacked again, and however now they are in field goal range, so the field goal unit comes out for the Titans, and the field goal is good. The score is 7-3. Rams take the ball, and Stafford connects with Devontae Adams for a 33-yard reception. Then 3rd and 1, Stafford 20-yard reception to Higbee. Now make the first down. Titans defense steps up big time in the red zone as they force a couple of incompletions and a fumble, but Rams still recovered it. And now the Rams, they have to settle for a field goal, making the score 10-3. Late second quarter, and the Rams punt. And DK, he runs it back for a 57-yard touchdown, but of course, a penalty against the Titans. It's for an illegal blindside hit that brings the play back. Titans have the ball, and on first down, running back Tony Pollard, he runs for a 10-yard gain for the first down. Titans start moving the change, and now they are on the Ram 32-yard, and Ward connects with Ayomanor again. This time it's for a 23-yard reception and another big catch by Ayomanor. Now this sets up Ward to throw an amazing pass to Ayomanor again for a 9-yard and the touchdown. Cam, he scrambles out the pocket, throws across his body across the field to Elick Ayomanor to get that touchdown, man. That was a huge play and a spectacular play from Cam Ward. The game now is tied at 10. 32 seconds left in the second, and Stafford goes for a pass, and it is picked off by linebacker Cody Barton. Titans now have the ball. Tony Pollard makes some good run that allow Titans to get in field goal range. And the kick is good as Titans are up at halftime 13-10. Third quarter is underway, and Rams have the ball. Stafford connects with Adams for a 19-yard reception. Then again with Adams for a 26-yard reception. Rams kicked the field goal to tie the game at 13. Titans now have the ball, and Cam, he connects with Okonkwo for a 7-yard reception and the first down. Then Pollard run for a 9-yard. Then on second down, he run for another 4 yards to give the Titans another first down. Titans are moving the chain down the field and get on the round 35 and on second and 7. But then Cam is sacked again for a loss of 6 yards. And that will make them take the lead again. The score now is 16-13. Rams take possession, and now the Titans defense have no answers. Stafford to Puka for a 24-yard reception. Then Tapuka again for a 22-yard reception. Next, running back Blake Corum, he run for 15 yards. And then the Rams score on 8 yards for a touchdown pass to tight end Davis Allen. The score is 20-16 Rams. It's fourth quarter, and Titans now they have the ball and down 4. And on second down, Cam is once again sacked, and the ball this time pops loose and is recovered by the Rams. The Rams score 2 more times, and the Titans make another field goal as the final score is 33-19 as the Rams take the win in Nashville. Titans fall 0-2 for the second straight season. In fact, Titans are now 1-9 in their last 10 games dating back to last season. Cam Ward, he was 19 for 33, 175 yards, and 1 touchdown. Pollard did 20 carries for 92 yards and really 3 receptions for 57 yards. Overall, the Titans did a better job at moving the ball and gaining yards than they did last week in week 1. This week they had a total of 252 yards. However, that's still not enough to win any football game, at least if your defense is giving up 439 yards like they did today. Titans also went 6 for 15 on third down conversion and converted on their only fourth down conversion. However, once again, the Titans, they could not score in the red zone. They was going 1 for 3 in that category. They only lost by 14 points, and if they score in those red zone trips, man, this game could have been a whole different game. Then we could either be going into overtime or we could have been possibly playing for the win on that last possession right there. But also, Titans must stop giving up yards due to penalties, man. Like I said at the beginning of this, penalties will kill us. We had second most penalty last season, and I'm willing to bet we had the most penalties this season too. Titans penalties in today's game, they had 10 penalties in all for 62 yards. In the second half, the Titans was outscored 23-6. They can't win. They can win the first half of every game all they want, but that doesn't win you the game. The games are won and lost in second half. That's one of my favorite quotes, sports quotes of all time. Games are won and lost are in the second half. Not having Tavonjay Sweat was a huge loss for the run defense. They couldn't get a single significant stop, but also the secondary gave up big yards in the passing game. The defense as a whole, they also just couldn't make big tackles. They only had 2 tackles for loss with 1 sack. Stafford threw for 298 yards, and the Rams rushed for a total of 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then Devontae Adams, 6 receptions for 108 yards. Cam Ward, man, once again, he showed flashes of being a good quarterback. And as a rookie, of course, he will make mistakes, but he has to learn. He has to still learn and grow. His playmaking ability continues to grow. I like to see that. And he makes spectacular plays in situations that seem impossible. He's handling pressure better than expected, and he's making an adjustment at the line. And at times in the pocket, he remains poised enough to make the right pass. In 2 games, he has yet to throw an interception, so that's something to look out for, something good to look forward to. He seems more comfortable and confident in the pocket than he did in week 1, and he's completed more passes today and got his first touchdown today of his career. However, it's hard for Cam to keep improving and keep making great plays if he can't get any good protection and if the wide receivers cannot get open. They have to help Cam out in that pocket, man. I mean, I blame a lot of this on the O-line. Once again, the O-line was only faced with with a lot of sack that was happening was only a 4-man rush. So out of those, I think, like I said, I think he got sacked 5 times. Out of those 5 times, I think they only sent the blitz twice in them sacks. So the O line has to do better protection, but also, man, we're gonna need the wide receivers to get open a lot faster. So especially on them quick passes plays when we don't need 5 yards real quick, 6 yards real quick. The wide receiver they must get open to help Cam out. Now, once again, I do understand that we do have two O line players out with injuries, and a lot of and different O line right now. They're not playing their natural position. I get that, 100% get that, but we still have to protect our quarterback, man. As you've seen with Joe Burrow today, he got hurt. You seen him from last season, he got hurt and missed a lot last season too. If you want to just bag it up from somebody like Andrew Luck, who wasn't getting protected a lot. You have to protect your quarterback, your franchise quarterback. You have to. So I mean, it just if you want him to keep playing and keep making these awesome plays, you just got to protect him, man. As the O line, this is what you do. In 2 games, they gave up 11 sacks already to their rookie quarterback. That's a lot of hits to your rookie quarterback. Welcome to the NFL, man. Here, get hit 11 times. That's what you're saying to him about the O line. That's what they're like. It's just crazy to me that it now, and like I said, I get it. They're the O line playing out of position. Some new players on this O line, so they just their first time playing with each other. 100% get that. But at some point, y'all just got to take pride in protecting the quarterback, man. But also, Cam, his decision making will just have to improve as he is in the pocket. One of those times that he got sacked, he tried to run out the pocket. He literally ran right into the defender. So his decision making has got to be better. He has to protect the ball a lot better. Another time he got sacked, he lost it and it was a fumble. I didn't really look at the replay fully, but I think the ball got popped out of him. But you have to protect that ball too, knowing that you're going down. You just got to protect it. Go ahead and throw it away. Because when he lost that fumble, we were down for it, but it was in the fourth quarter, and then and that basically changed the whole momentum of the game right there. You know, Cam, he will improve. I have faith in him. Just got to improve on processing that pressure. Getting, like I said, getting rid of the ball sooner, recognizing when it's time to escape and where to escape to. If he had to throw the ball away, go ahead. And I know he said he wants to stay in the pocket as long as possible, and running out the pocket will be his last resort. But at times when you see that pocket collapsing, you know, you got to go ahead and get up out of the, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar. They're very great at doing. Even somebody like Josh Allen is great at doing that. Jalen Hurts is great at doing that. You have to get out that pocket once you recognize that pocket's collapsing, and you recognize that your wide receivers aren't getting open. So he has to improve on that. But this is his second game of his career. He's a smart kid. He watches film. He learned from his mistakes. So I know he will improve. I have no doubt on him doing that. But it's just a learning thing for him as a rookie. But at the end of the day, I just need his offensive line to improve too. They just need to improve. I know they're playing out of position, but they just need to improve. I need the wide receivers to get open, and I feel like it will happen for them. They will get better and better. But and one thing I'm liking from the Titans right now, all the rookie, they 3-star rookies. Of course, Cam Ward is one of their star rookies on offense. But then you look at Elick Iomaner and then Shamir DK. All three of them are playing well. Iomaner and DK are the wide receiver. DK plays more special teams than he does wide receiver. He is still in there at wide receiver. And Iomaner, if like I said last week, I think Iomaner will be the X factor in a lot of games this season for the Titans, man. So I'm really liking to see what I'm liking what I'm seeing from the rookies of the offensive side. Pollard, he played a pretty solid game too. Like I said, he had 92 yards, and when you have a balance, once the running back is playing such like that, it opens things up for the quarterback, man. So when Tony Pollard is moving like that and is playing like that, I feel like we should see today's game was the day we should have just kept feeding Pollard, kept feeding Pollard. Pollard was going. I don't think Rams was finding the answer for Pollard. You know, I think we should have just kept feeding him and let him do his thing. That's one of the things that I said. Callahan, he just got to learn from his team, man. He just have to understand what the certain play calling that he needs to do that's best for the team, man. So, but it's just one of them things that once again the Titans, I feel like they will improve on as the season goes on. It's coming. Everything's coming together. I'm seeing. I'm trying to see the bigger picture of things. Everything is coming together. It's coming together a little slowly. However, slow progress is better than no progress, right? So it's coming together, man. The offense, they can be more consistent, and I would love for them to be more aggressive. I understand Callahan not trying to be too aggressive with the rookie quarterback. However, man, I think at times he needs to be more aggressive. Let him out there, let him go, and let him try to go for them home run passes, man. Like I said, Iron Man, he looked like he getting open. I need really to try to get open on. I don't like to say they're really looking. Ridley is looking kind of washed right now. I don't like to say that, but it's the last two games it don't seem like he's getting open as much. But then if you look at week one, he was open. He just wasn't catching the ball. So it's one of them things like Calvin, man. You our star receiver. You our wide receiver one. We expect you to be open. We expect you to catch those passes, man. So really, I would love for really to get better and start helping Cam out as the season goes on. Now the defense, I must say, man, the defense they have to stay locked in for the full game, for the full 60 minutes they play. At times they just seem lost, especially on the run. Especially on the run, they they wasn't tackling, they wasn't reading the run. They were just out of place. It seemed like, and then secondary they just let Puka and Devontae just tear them up this game, man. But last week's game, they played great. They got 4 takeaways last week's game, man. Now coming into this week's game, I just knew that they was gonna do the defense, the secondary was just gonna do as good because I kind of think I like the Broncos wide receiver core a little bit better than I don't know. Now I don't know with Devontae over there, it makes things a lot different, man. It really does. But either way it go, last week the secondary played pretty great, played pretty good against the Broncos wide receiver core, but this week against the Rams wide receiver core, they just didn't do what they were supposed to do, especially in them zone coverages, man. They just didn't stop the pass, and like I said, they just couldn't tackle. They couldn't get to the quarterback, and they just couldn't tackle the run. They couldn't make good tackles on the run. But the two biggest issues I have, of course, is first of all penalties, penalties. 10 penalties for 92 yards is absurd, man. For 82 yards, excuse me, it's absurd, man. Like we just have to get better mentally. Like that, we are killing each other. We are killing ourselves mentally on these penalties, man. It's dating back to last season. Like we literally lost a lot of points on the board because of penalty, and then we almost lost the points on the board today because of penalty. Down when DK ran that punt back, they got a penalty for that legal side, that blind side hit. Luckily, Cam did a spectacular play and we scored on that one, so we got them 7 points back. But in the past we wasn't able to do that. So man, the first off is penalties, man. The mental issues have played us big time, man. We just losing out plenty of yards because of penalties. As a whole, we just got to clean that up. Both sides of the ball, offense and defense, man. We just got to clean that up, and the defense getting penalty, you stay on the field longer. I would think you will want to get off the field to help the offense get on the field so they can score. That's how I think. That's how I look at things. You know what I mean? So, hey, who am I? However, man, it just, you know, the other thing that I just really hate, man, is the next biggest thing is coaching. Brian Callahan, man, and in my opinion, man, I believe Brian Callahan's on the hot seat. He is on the hot seat, man. He is what? Uh 3 and what? I think 3-16 now in his time with the Titans, man. If it's not 3-16, it's something like that. He only won 3 games dating back to last year. He ain't won none this season. So, what? Yeah, 3-16. Yeah, he's 3-16 with the Titans, man, and that's not good, my boy. Not good. He's shown that he can't win games yet. At least not big games. They already won in what 1-10 in home games already. Like you can't even win at home, my boy. Like you on the hot seat, the hottest of hot seat. Callahan. At least I would think so. And the way ran when he first got there, ran the general manager. Once he got there and got rid of a lot of different people, I would bet that house that Callahan is on the hot seat, man. So man, I would love for Callahan to get things turned around, get some wins going, man, and and get better at decision making. He has made questionable decisions, either not making decisions or have made decisions that cost the Titans big time, man. So my boy, you need to do something and get it fixed up quick. It also, but Callahan also seems like he don't have the ability to get his team ready for the game, man. That's the biggest thing, man. Like getting your team ready for the game. Well, let me say that it don't seem like he had the ability to make in-game adjustments. Let's say that. It seemed like he get them ready for the game. Like the first quarter, second quarter, it'd be pretty good for the Titans. But halftime come around and the opposing team, they're making their adjustment. I don't think Callahan is making any adjustment. I think he's just going back out there like, hey, we got to keep doing this right. This, boom, 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 boom. But once the team at halftime understand how you're playing, especially with the rookie quarterback, once they understand how you're playing, they're making their adjustment on defense and offense. When they see you on offense, when they're playing offense and they seeing that, okay, they can't stop the run. We just ran it. We just ran it for 60 yards in the first half. We gonna run it down their throat. Fall. Or they can't stop the pass. We just had over almost 200 yards in passing. Hope not, but like I'm saying, if you had 200 yards in passing in the first half, they can't stop the pass. We gonna keep going, knowing that Callahan not making any adjustment. They gonna keep doing the same thing. So Callahan, man, I would love for him to start making some in-game adjustments to help the Titans out, man. But then once again, I think the biggest thing and that most Titan fans hate about Callahan is his lack of head coaching experience, man. It's just starting to overall show, man. It just everything I just said about him, it's just starting to overall show his lack of head coaching experience, man. So I would love for Callahan to get things turned around, get some wins going, make some in-game adjustments. However, man, at the end of the day, I feel like he is on the hottest of hot seat, man. It just it it's just what it is. And then the Titans did, with all that being said, once again, the Titans have all these penalties dating back to last season. They're the worst, and then they didn't have all these turnovers too. I admit I forgot to mention that they have all these different turnovers too, man. So mentally, it just seems like the Titans are not in it, and it starts with your head coach. Your head coach has to get your team ready for this, and during practices, he have to work on. We have to work on playing defense without PI. We have to work on blocking without holding. That's one of the things. I know it seems very cliche to professionals, but it's one of the things you just need to work on. You just got to work on when you have a problem with it. You just have to work on it, man. Dating back from last season, the penalties and turnover rates for the Titans have been high, too high, and we lost a lot of games dating back to last season because of those two things right there, man. But they just keep happening, and the Titans they just keep losing, man. You know, so I mean, now the Titans now they play a divisional rivalry game coming up in week 3 versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts are 2-0. They riding high with Daniel Jones. Like I just for the life of me, I cannot understand how Daniel Jones came from New York looking like he was a bust, looking like he didn't know anything about accuracy or passing the ball, or anything. Now he's at the Colts, and now he's acting like he's Peyton Manning or somebody. I don't know. Like I'm not understanding. But Titans history against the Colts when they have a great quarterback. Titans history is the Colts win. Andrew Luck tore us up a few times. Peyton Manning definitely tore us up a few times. Now him and Steve McNair used to go at it for sure. But once McNair left, Peyton Manning used to eat. I know McNair didn't play defense, but still, like we have to figure these things out ASAP, man. We can figure these turnovers and penalty rate. That will stop a lot. That will help us a lot and help us win these ball games. But we'll see. Week 3 in Indianapolis, man. Hopefully we get that dub, man. So thank y'all like always, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting me and that's have subscribed to this channel, man. Please like, comment, share this video. Please, man, we can talk sports all day. Any Titans fan, we can talk sports all day. Let me know if I missed anything on this game against the Rams, and we can talk about it, man. But until then, man, this is Mario here, Talk Your Spit TV. Thank you.